Diddy wants to do his hard time at mansion.
Hey.
Wait, say that again. He wants to do his hard time where? On his private island in Miami, in the mansion with the multiple pools and a spa. Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure I heard that right. Alright, what is going on, Extra Hot Topic family? I promise you, with every new video in the Sean Diddy Combs saga, I think it can't get any more ridiculous than this. Today we are talking about Diddy's latest request to the court, and it is a contender for the most audacious legal request of all time. He wants to serve his prison sentence at home. Meanwhile, the person at the very heart of this case, Cassie Ventura, is quietly returning to her life, and her strength is something to behold. We have so much to unpack today. First, we're diving deep into Team Diddy's proposal that he serve his time for his federal convictions, not in a cell, but in home confinement at his palatial multi-million-dollar compound on Star Island in Miami. We're going to talk about what that punishment would actually look like. Then we'll shift gears to talk about the real human element here, Cassie Ventura. She's back on social media after giving birth and enduring a brutal trial, and she's showing the world what moving forward actually looks like. This is a story of two completely different realities. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's just jump right into the deep end of the delusion pool, shall we? Sean Diddy Combs, a man convicted on 2 federal counts of transportation for prostitution, is facing a potential prison sentence of 51 to 63 months, according to federal prosecutors. That's about 4 to 5 years. So, his legal team's brilliant idea for where he should serve this time: his private Miami Island estate. I'm not making this up. They are asking the court to let him do his hard time in home confinement. Now, when you or I think of home confinement, we think of an ankle bracelet and not being able to go to the grocery store. When Diddy's team thinks of home confinement, they're thinking of a $48.5 million mansion. Let's paint a picture of this prison, shall we? It's a 14,800 square foot mansion. It's on Star Island, which is one of the most expensive, exclusive zip codes in the entire country. This place has multiple pools, it has a spa, it has cabana-style pool houses. This isn't a punishment, it's a luxury vacation package. The article puts it perfectly. It's not Rikers, it's the Ritz-Carlton. Can you imagine the hardship? Oh no, the Cabana boy is late with my non-alcoholic daiquiri. This is cruel and unusual punishment. And here is the kicker. This isn't just any house. This is the very same house that the feds raided back in March. This is the scene of the crime, so to speak. This is where his alleged drug-fueled freak-offs took place. When the feds went in, what did they find? AR-15s, a cornucopia of drugs, boxes full of stripper heels, baskets of lube, an array of sex toys. This is the home they want to confine him to. They're not asking for him to be confined to a monastery to reflect on his life choices. They're asking for him to be sent back to the headquarters of the bad boy lifestyle. The audacity is breathtaking. Thankfully, we have a voice of reason in all of this. Judge Aaron Subramanian. The judge has already smacked this idea down when he denied Diddy's $50 million bond proposal. He said, and I love this quote, that it's impossible for Combs to show he poses no danger to any person. He sees the reality here. So this request to serve his sentence there is just recycling a bad idea that's already been rejected. But hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Even if the shot is from half court, blindfolded. So while Diddy is out here trying to turn a resort into a prison, let's talk about the person whose trauma is at the center of his conviction, Cassie Ventura. While all of that legal nonsense is swirling, Cassie is trying to live her life. She just returned to social media. And what's her big comeback post? A legal declaration? A fiery statement? Nope. It was her reposting a funny, playful video with the caption, "When your old self slowly starts coming out postpartum." And she commented, "Factual. Little by little, LOL." The strength and grace in that are just incredible. Let's not forget what this woman has just been through. She gave birth to her 3rd child with her husband, Alex Fine, during the trial. Can you imagine the stress? And during that trial, she had to get on a witness stand and relive the most horrifying details of her life for the entire world to see. She had to testify about that sickening 2016 hotel security video, the one where Diddy is seen brutally attacking her and dragging her across the floor. She had to describe in detail the infamous freak-offs, where she was forced to have sex with male sex workers while Diddy watched. She testified that the longest one went on for 4 days. She talked about the physical toll it took on her, leading to urinary tract infections and mouth sores. And after all of that, she had to endure a scathing cross-examination where the defense lawyers tried to poke holes in her story, reading her private, explicit text messages out loud in court. And after all of that, she had to watch as he was acquitted of the most serious charges against him. And yet here she is, talking about the realities of being a new mom, finding humor, moving forward little by little. It is the absolute definition of resilience. Her lawyer, Doug Widor, put out a statement that really frames this perfectly. He said, "This entire criminal process started when our client, Cassie Ventura, had the courage to file her civil complaint." He acknowledged that while the jury didn't convict on sex trafficking beyond a reasonable doubt, she paved the way for a jury to find him guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution. He praised her, indelible mark on the fight for justice. And that's the real story here. On one side, you have a man so detached from reality that he believes a multi-million-dollar waterfront mansion is a suitable punishment for his federal crimes. And on the other, you have a survivor, a mother, a woman who, after being dragged through hell, is finding her way back to the light little by little. So there you have it, the two sides of the Diddy conviction coin. The absurd request for a luxury prison and the quiet, powerful resilience of a survivor. It's a stark reminder of what's truly at stake in these cases and what real strength looks like. But I really want to hear from you guys on this one. What do you think constitutes real justice for Sean Combs? Is the 4 to 5 years prosecutors are asking for enough? And what are your thoughts on Cassie's incredible courage and grace throughout this entire ordeal? Let's have a respectful but honest conversation in the comments below. If you appreciate these deep dives, please hit that thumbs up button. It makes a huge difference. Make sure you're subscribed to Extra Hot Topic and that you've hit the notification bell because the sentencing for Diddy is coming up. And you know we will be here to cover every single detail. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, and I will see you in the next one.